Question 1. Which of the following is true regarding insurance underwriting? A. Underwriting is solely based on the age of the applicant. B. Insurance underwriters use various factors such as health, occupation, and lifestyle to assess risk. C. Underwriters do not consider the applicant's prior claims history in their decision. D. Only the applicant's occupation is relevant to the underwriting process. Answer. B. Insurance underwriters use various factors such as health, occupation, and lifestyle to assess risk. Explanation. Underwriting is the process of evaluating the risk of insuring a person or asset and determining the terms and conditions of insurance coverage. In order to assess the risk, underwriters consider a variety of factors including an applicant's age, health, occupation, lifestyle, and claims history. These factors help underwriters determine whether an individual is eligible for insurance as well as the premiums that should be charged. Option is incorrect because underwriting does not rely solely on age. It also includes other factors like health and lifestyle. Option C is incorrect because prior claims history is one of the important factors in underwriting. Option D is also incorrect because while occupation is a significant factor, it is not the only factor considered. Question 2. Mr. Stevens, an insurance producer, is reviewing a client's application for health insurance. The client has recently had major surgery, but has recovered well and is back to work. Mr. Stevens notices that the application does not disclose this surgery. What should Mr. Stevens do next? A. Prove the application as the surgery was recent but does not impact the client's current health status. B. Prove the application but suggest higher premium due to the surgery. C. Inform the client that the failure to disclose the surgery may lead to denial of the policy and advise them to submit an updated application. D. Cancel the application and recommend the client seeks coverage elsewhere. Answer. C. Inform the client that the failure to disclose the surgery may lead to a denial of the policy and advise them to submit an updated application. Explanation. Insurance producers have an ethical and legal obligation to ensure that all material facts are disclosed on an insurance application. Failure to disclose important information such as recent surgery can lead to issues with the policy, including potential denial of coverage. The insurance producer must ensure the client understands the importance of accurate disclosure and may need to advise them to submit an updated application to avoid complications later, such as claims being denied or policy cancellations. Option is incorrect because failure to disclose such medical history could result in a denied claim or policy cancellation. Option B is incorrect because the policy may not be approved if the surgery is not disclosed and the premium adjustment alone does not address the non-disclosure. Option D is incorrect as cancelling the application may be premature without first addressing the non-disclosure with the client. Question 3. Which of the following is a characteristic of a business owner's policy BOP? It only covers property damage and does not include liability protection. B. It combines multiple coverages such as property and liability into one package for small businesses. C. It is intended for large businesses with significant operational risks. D. It does not cover loss of income or business interruption under any circumstances. Answer. B. It combines multiple coverages such as property and liability into one package for small businesses. Explanation. A business owner's policy BOP is designed for small and medium-sized businesses offering a combination of property and liability coverages in a single policy. This makes it an efficient and cost-effective way for small business owners to protect themselves against common risks. BOPs often include coverage for business property liability and loss of income or business interruption, providing comprehensive protection. Option is incorrect because a BOP typically includes both property and liability coverage, not just property damage. Option C is incorrect as BOPs are specifically designed for small businesses, not large businesses. Option D is incorrect because BOPs generally provide coverage for business interruption, which compensates for loss of income due to certain covered events. Question 4. Which of the following is true regarding the Alabama Department of Insurance's role in regulating the state's insurance market? A. The Alabama Department of Insurance has the authority to create new insurance laws. B. The department only provides insurance education to producers but does not regulate insurance companies. C. The department regulates the rates and policies of insurers doing business in Alabama to ensure fairness and financial stability. D. The department oversees claims handling but does not monitor consumer complaints. Answer. C. The department regulates the rates and policies of insurers doing business in Alabama to ensure fairness and financial stability. Explanation. The Alabama Department of Insurance, ALDOI, plays a crucial role in overseeing the insurance market in the state. Its duties include regulating the rates charged by insurance companies, ensuring that they offer fair policies, and monitoring the financial stability of insurers. The department's mission is to protect consumers by ensuring that insurers comply with state laws, providing oversight to maintain fairness in the market. Option is incorrect because while the department enforces insurance laws, it does not have the authority to create them. Option B is incorrect because the department's role extends beyond education, including regulatory oversight of insurance companies. Option D is incorrect because the department actively monitors and investigates consumer complaints related to insurance matters. Question 5. When an insurance producer in Alabama is applying for licensure, which of the following is true? A. The applicant must submit proof of passing an insurance law exam, but not an industry knowledge exam. B. The applicant must have at least 3 years of experience in the insurance industry to be eligible. C. The applicant must complete pre-licensing education and pass a state exam specific to the type of license being sought. D. The applicant can apply for licensure without a background check or fingerprinting. Answer C. The applicant must complete pre-licensing education and pass a state exam specific to the type of license being sought. Explanation. To become a licensed insurance producer in Alabama, applicants must meet specific qualifications, including completing pre-licensing education and passing a state-administered exam. The exam tests knowledge of insurance laws, industry practices, and specific types of coverage. Option is incorrect because applicants are required to pass both an insurance law exam and a knowledge-based exam focused on insurance practices. Option B is incorrect because there is no requirement for 3 years of experience. Rather, applicants must complete educational requirements and pass the necessary exams. Option D is incorrect because the licensing process includes a background check and fingerprinting to assess the applicant's criminal history and suitability for licensure. Question 6. Mr. Clark, a business owner, recently purchased a commercial property insurance policy. His business is located in an area prone to floods, and the policy explicitly excludes coverage for flooding. What can Mr. Clark do to ensure his business is covered in the event of a flood? A. Purchase a separate flood insurance policy to cover flood damage. B. Purchase additional liability coverage to cover flood-related losses. C. Contact his insurance provider to add flood coverage to his existing policy. D. There is no way to obtain flood coverage through insurance. Answer A. Purchase a separate flood insurance policy to cover flood damage. Explanation. Commercial property insurance policies typically exclude flood damage, which is why a separate flood insurance policy is necessary for businesses located in flood-prone areas. The National Flood Insurance Program (NFIP) offers specialized flood coverage that can be added to business property insurance to ensure adequate protection in case of flooding. Option B is incorrect because liability coverage does not extend to property damage caused by floods. Flood insurance specifically addresses this risk. Option C is incorrect because most commercial property policies do not cover flood damage, and flood coverage must be purchased separately. Option D is incorrect because flood coverage is available through specialized policies like those provided by the NFIP. Question 7. Which of the following is a primary duty of an insurance producer regarding ethical standards in the sale of insurance? A. To encourage clients to purchase insurance policies regardless of their needs. B. To disclose all commissions and compensation to clients in writing. C. To misrepresent coverage terms to make a sale. D. To refuse to offer coverage to high-risk clients even if the client qualifies. Answer B. To disclose all commissions and compensation to clients in writing. Explanation. Insurance producers have an ethical responsibility to ensure transparency and honesty in their dealings with clients. Disclosing all commissions and compensation in writing ensures that clients are fully informed about how producers are compensated, which fosters trust and transparency in the insurance transaction. Option is incorrect because insurance producers should not pressure clients into purchasing policies that do not meet their needs. Option C is incorrect because misrepresentation of coverage terms is unethical and illegal. Option D is incorrect because insurance producers must offer coverage based on eligibility and the client's needs, not on their personal judgment of risk. Question 8. Which of the following statements is true regarding the role of insurance brokers in Alabama? A. Insurance brokers represent insurance companies and have a fiduciary duty to them. B. Brokers only act as intermediaries between clients and insurance companies and do not sell insurance directly. C. Brokers are typically involved in selling life insurance policies to individual clients. D. Brokers must hold a valid insurance producer license and act in the best interest of their clients. Answer D. Brokers must hold a valid insurance producer license and act in the best interest of their clients. Explanation: in Alabama, insurance brokers are licensed professionals who act as intermediaries between clients and insurance companies. Brokers do not represent insurers, but instead work to find the best coverage options for their clients, maintaining a fiduciary duty to act in their clients' best interests. Option is incorrect because brokers do not represent insurers. They represent the client in selecting appropriate insurance coverage. Option B is incorrect because brokers can sell insurance policies directly, though they are primarily involved in comparing policies and negotiating terms for clients. Option C is incorrect because brokers typically deal with commercial and other types of insurance, not primarily life insurance policies for individual clients. Question 9. When an insurance producer sells a health insurance policy in Alabama, what is the most important factor to consider during the underwriting process? A. The applicant's age and their ability to pay premiums. B. The applicant's occupation and whether they are employed full-time or part-time. C. The applicant's medical history, including any pre-existing conditions. D. The applicant's marital status and whether they have children. Answer: C. The applicant's medical history, including any pre-existing conditions. Explanation: during the underwriting process for health insurance, the applicant's medical history is one of the most important factors considered. This includes evaluating any pre-existing conditions, as they can impact the eligibility and cost of coverage. Health insurance underwriters assess the risk associated with an applicant's health to determine the appropriate coverage and premiums. Option is incorrect because while age and premiums are important, medical history is a more crucial factor in health insurance underwriting. Option B is incorrect because occupation is less relevant in health insurance underwriting compared to an applicant's medical condition. Option D is incorrect because marital status and family structure are not primary considerations for underwriting health insurance policies. Question 10. In Alabama, which of the following is a key responsibility of an insurance producer regarding insurance policy cancellations? A. To cancel a policy immediately upon request by the policyholder without any further process. B. To inform the policyholder of their rights and any penalties that may apply upon cancellation. C. To cancel a policy only when the insurer requests it, regardless of the policyholder's wishes. D. To cancel the policy after the producer has been paid any outstanding commissions. Answer: B. To inform the policyholder of their rights and any penalties that may apply upon cancellation. Explanation: insurance producers must ensure that clients are fully informed about the implications of policy cancellation. This includes notifying clients of their rights, any cancellation penalties, and the proper procedure for cancellation. Producers should act in accordance with state laws and the insurance company's policies regarding cancellations. Option is incorrect because policy cancellation must be handled in accordance with the insurer's process and the policyholder's rights, not just at the policyholder's request. Option C is incorrect because producers cannot cancel policies at the request of the insurer without the policyholder's involvement and proper process. Option D is incorrect because cancellation of policy is not contingent upon the producer receiving commissions, and commissions are separate from the cancellation process. Question 11. Which of the following statements is correct regarding the handling of claims by an insurance company in Alabama? A. Insurance companies are required to deny claims within 30 days of receiving them. B. Insurance companies must pay claims in full regardless of policy limits. C. Insurance companies must acknowledge receipt of a claim within 15 days and provide a decision within a reasonable time. D. Insurance companies are prohibited from investigating claims before making a payment. Answer: C. Insurance companies must acknowledge receipt of a claim within 15 days and provide a decision within a reasonable time. Explanation: insurance companies in Alabama are required to acknowledge receipt of a claim within 15 days and provide a decision, either payment or denial, within a reasonable time frame, typically within 30 days. These time frames help ensure that claims are processed efficiently and fairly. Option is incorrect because insurance companies are not required to deny claims within 30 days. They must acknowledge and respond in a reasonable time. Option B is incorrect because insurance companies are only required to pay claims up to the policy's limits. Option D is incorrect because insurance companies are allowed and encouraged to investigate claims before making a payment. Question 12. In Alabama, which of the following would be considered a violation of insurance producer ethics? A. Disclosing all commissions and fees to the client in writing. B. Recommending a policy that benefits the client based on their needs. C. Failing to promptly return client calls and inquiries. D. Providing accurate and truthful information about coverage options. Answer: C. Failing to promptly return client calls and inquiries. Explanation: failure to promptly return calls and inquiries is a violation of professional ethics as it demonstrates a lack of attention to client needs and can lead to dissatisfaction. Insurance producers must be responsive and communicative to ensure clients receive timely information. Option is incorrect because disclosing all commissions and fees is an ethical responsibility of producers. Option B is incorrect because recommending policies that suit a client's needs is the producer's duty. Option D is incorrect because providing accurate and truthful information about policies is essential to maintaining trust. Question 13. In Alabama, what is the primary role of the Alabama Insurance Guarantee Association? A. To set insurance rates for all insurance policies in the state. B. To provide consumer education on the benefits of insurance coverage. C. To protect policyholders in case of insurer insolvency by covering unpaid claims. D. To review and approve all insurance policy forms before they are sold. Answer: C. To protect policyholders in case of insurer insolvency by covering unpaid claims. Explanation: the Alabama Insurance Guarantee Association protects policyholders by covering claims that arise when an insurer becomes insolvent and is unable to fulfill its financial obligations. This ensures that policyholders are not left without coverage in case of an insurer's financial failure. Option is incorrect because the association does not set insurance rates. Option B is incorrect because the association's primary role is not educational but focused on claim protection. Option D is incorrect because policy forms are reviewed and approved by the Alabama Department of Insurance, not the association. Question 14. Which of the following actions is prohibited under Alabama's insurance laws for an insurance producer? A. Selling policy that is not suitable for the client's financial situation. B. Providing an accurate description of the coverage offered by an insurance policy. C. Disclosing commission amounts to clients before the sale. D. Advising client to purchase additional coverage based on legitimate need. Answer A. Selling a policy that is not suitable for the client's financial situation. Explanation: under Alabama's insurance laws, producers are prohibited from selling policies that are unsuitable for the client's financial situation. It must ensure that the coverage matches the client's needs and circumstances. Option B is incorrect because providing accurate descriptions of coverage is a key part of ethical selling. Option C is incorrect because disclosing commission amounts in advance is generally encouraged for transparency. Option D is incorrect because advising clients based on legitimate needs is part of the producer's responsibility. Question 15. In Alabama, which of the following is required for an insurance policy to be considered valid? A. The policy must have been approved by the Alabama Insurance Department. B. The policy must be signed by both the insured and the insurer. C. The policy must have a written application and the insurer must accept it. D. The policy must provide the maximum coverage available under state law. Answer C. The policy must have a written application and the insurer must accept it. Explanation: for an insurance policy to be valid in Alabama, it must include a written application and the insurer must accept the application. The policy becomes effective once the insurer agrees to it and issues a written contract. Option is incorrect because policies are not always pre-approved by the Alabama Insurance Department. Approval is typically required for certain types of policies, but not all. Option B is incorrect because not all policies require signatures from both parties. It depends on the specific situation. Option D is incorrect because a policy does not have to provide the maximum coverage available. It should match the insured's needs and the coverage limits agreed upon. Question 16. What is the purpose of the Alabama Life and Health Insurance Guarantee Association? A. To establish a state-run health insurance plan for individuals who are unable to get coverage. B. To provide financial assistance to life and health insurance agents. C. To ensure policyholders receive benefits if their insurer becomes insolvent. D. To monitor the marketing practices of life and health insurers. Answer C. To ensure policyholders receive benefits if their insurer becomes insolvent. Explanation. The Alabama Life and Health Insurance Guarantee Association ensures that policyholders of life and health insurance companies are protected if the insurer becomes insolvent. It covers claims and benefits owed to policyholders in the event of insurer bankruptcy. Option is incorrect because the association does not establish a state-run health insurance plan. Option B is incorrect because the association does not offer financial assistance to agents. It protects policyholders. Option D is incorrect because while the association may be involved in oversight, its primary purpose is protecting consumers from insurer insolvency. Question 17. Which of the following is considered a violation of insurance regulations in Alabama? A. Offering a client an insurance policy with terms that suit their needs. B. Failing to notify the insurance department about a producer's change of address. C. Collecting premiums after the insurer has rejected an application. D. Informing clients about policy exclusions in writing before they purchase insurance. Answer. C. Collecting premiums after the insurer has rejected an application. Explanation. It is a violation of Alabama insurance regulations to collect premiums from a client after the insurer has rejected the application. Insurance producers must not accept premiums for policies that are not in force or have been declined. Option is incorrect because offering a policy that suits a client's needs is in compliance with insurance regulations. Option B is incorrect because failing to notify the insurance department of change of address is minor administrative issue, not severe violation. Option D is incorrect because informing clients of policy exclusions beforehand is an ethical and required practice. Question 18. What type of insurance does the Alabama Insurance Department require every driver to maintain? A. Comprehensive coverage for all vehicle types. B. Personal injury protection (PIP) insurance for all drivers. C. Minimum liability coverage for bodily injury and property damage. D. Flood insurance for vehicles in flood-prone areas. Answer. C. Minimum liability coverage for bodily injury and property damage. Explanation. Alabama law requires all drivers to maintain at least minimum liability insurance, which covers bodily injury and property damage in the event of an accident. This ensures that drivers have the financial means to cover damages and injuries caused by their actions on the road. Option is incorrect because comprehensive coverage is optional and not mandatory. Option B is incorrect because PIP insurance is not a requirement for all drivers in Alabama, although it may be available. Option D is incorrect because flood insurance is not required for vehicles in Alabama. Question 19. Which of the following is an example of adverse selection in insurance? A. A healthy individual purchasing life insurance coverage. B. A high-risk individual purchasing health insurance just before a major medical expense. C. A business owner purchasing commercial insurance to protect against property damage. D. A policyholder increasing their coverage due to a life event. Answer. B. A high-risk individual purchasing health insurance just before a major medical expense. Explanation. Adverse selection occurs when individuals who are higher risk for insurance claims, such as a high-risk individual in need of health insurance before a major expense, are more likely to purchase insurance than lower-risk individuals. This can lead to financial strain on insurers if not properly managed. Option is incorrect because purchasing life insurance when healthy does not constitute adverse selection. Option C is incorrect because purchasing commercial insurance for property damages a standard insurance practice, not adverse selection. Option D is incorrect because increasing coverage after a life event is a normal and expected behavior. Question 20. Which of the following types of insurance policies would generally cover the cost of replacing stolen or damaged personal property in Alabama? A. Homeowners insurance. B. Health insurance. C. Life insurance. D. Disability insurance. Answer A. Homeowners insurance. Explanation. Homeowners insurance generally provides coverage for personal property that is damaged, destroyed, or stolen, whether the damage occurs in the home or outside it. This can include items like electronics, clothing, and furniture. Option B is incorrect because health insurance covers medical expenses, not property damage. Option C is incorrect because life insurance pays a benefit upon the policyholder's death, not for personal property loss. Option D is incorrect because disability insurance provides income replacement in case of an injury or illness, not property coverage. Question 21. In Alabama, which of the following is a requirement for an insurance policy to be considered valid? A. The policy must be signed by a licensed insurance agent. B. The policy must be in writing and include a clear description of the coverage. C. The policy must be approved by the Alabama Insurance Department before being issued. D. The policy must be purchased through a broker or independent agent. Answer B. The policy must be in writing and include a clear description of the coverage. Explanation. For an insurance policy to be valid in Alabama, it must be issued in writing and include a clear and accurate description of the coverage provided. This ensures transparency and helps policyholders understand the terms of their coverage. Option is incorrect because while an agent may be involved, the policy does not need to be signed by an agent to be valid. Option C is incorrect because not all policies require prior approval by the Alabama Insurance Department, only certain types. Option D is incorrect because policies can be purchased directly from insurers as well, not just through brokers or independent agents. Question 22. What is the maximum fine that the Alabama Insurance Department can impose on an individual for violating insurance laws? A. $10,000 per violation. B. $50,000 per violation. C. $1,000 per violation. D. $25,000 per violation. Answer A. $10,000 per violation. Explanation. The Alabama Insurance Department has the authority to impose fines of up to $10,000 per violation for those found in violation of insurance laws. This penalty is meant to discourage unlawful practices and ensure compliance. Option B is incorrect because the fine for most violations is capped at $10,000, not $50,000. Option C is incorrect because the maximum fine can be much higher than $1,000. Option D is incorrect because the fine does not reach $25,000 for a single violation under most circumstances. Question 23. Which of the following is considered a unilateral contract in the context of insurance? A. A life insurance policy that requires premiums to be paid by the insured and benefits to be paid by the insurer. B. An auto insurance policy that requires both the insured and the insurer to provide compensation for losses. C. A workers' compensation policy that obligates both the employer and the employee to make contributions. D. A health insurance policy that is issued by the insurer after the insured pays a premium. Answer A. A life insurance policy that requires premiums to be paid by the insured and benefits to be paid by the insurer. Explanation. A unilateral contract is one where only one party, the insurer, is obligated to perform their duties, typically providing a benefit in exchange for the premium paid by the insured. Life insurance is an example where the insurer's promise to pay benefits is contingent on the insured's payment of premiums. Option B is incorrect because an auto insurance policy is typically considered a bilateral contract with mutual obligations on both sides. Option C is incorrect because workers' compensation is a bilateral contract involving mutual obligations. Option D is incorrect because a health insurance policy is usually a bilateral contract with mutual promises between the insurer and insured. Question 24. What is the primary purpose of underwriting in the insurance industry? A. To determine the appropriate premium rates for a policyholder based on their risk profile. B. To decide which insurance policies should be marketed to specific individuals. C. To provide coverage for claims arising from accidents or natural disasters. D. To ensure compliance with state laws and regulations. Answer A. To determine the appropriate premium rates for a policyholder based on their risk profile. Explanation. Underwriting is the process used by insurers to evaluate the risks associated with insuring a person or entity and to determine the premium rates that reflect those risks. Underwriters assess factors like health, age, lifestyle, and previous claims history. Option B is incorrect because underwriting focuses on risk assessment and premium setting, not marketing. Option C is incorrect because underwriting is not about providing coverage for claims but evaluating risk to determine coverage and pricing. Option D is incorrect because compliance with state laws is part of the insurer's operations but not the primary function of underwriting. Question 25. In Alabama, which of the following types of insurance policies must be approved by the Alabama Insurance Department before being sold to consumers? A. Homeowners insurance policies. B. Life insurance policies. C. Auto insurance policies. D. Health insurance policies. Answer B. Life insurance policies. Explanation. Life insurance policies must be approved by the Alabama Insurance Department before they can be marketed and sold to consumers. This ensures that the policies meet regulatory standards and protect consumers. Option is incorrect because homeowners insurance policies do not always require pre-approval, although forms may be filed for approval in some cases. Option C is incorrect because auto insurance policies are regulated but not always subject to prior approval. Option D is incorrect because health insurance policies may require certain filings, but not all types are subject to prior approval. Question 26. Which of the following statements is true regarding Alabama's laws concerning insurance fraud? A. It is not crime to provide false information on an insurance application if the information does not affect the policyholder's premium. B. An individual found guilty of committing insurance fraud in Alabama may face both civil and criminal penalties. C. Insurance fraud is only punishable by civil penalties with no criminal consequences. D. Alabama law allows insurers to ignore fraudulent claims and take no action. Answer: B. An individual found guilty of committing insurance fraud in Alabama may face both civil and criminal penalties. Explanation: insurance fraud is a serious offense in Alabama and may result in both civil and criminal penalties, including fines and imprisonment. The state takes such offenses seriously to protect the integrity of the insurance market. Option is incorrect because providing false information on an application, regardless of the impact on premiums, is still considered fraudulent. Option C is incorrect because criminal penalties can be applied, not just civil penalties. Option D is incorrect because insurers are required to take action against fraudulent claims and may face penalties for not doing so. Question 27. In Alabama, what is the minimum amount of liability insurance required for an individual to drive a vehicle? A. $50,000 for bodily injury and $100,000 for property damage. B. $25,000 for bodily injury per person and $50,000 for bodily injury per accident and $25,000 for property damage. C. $10,000 for bodily injury and $15,000 for property damage. D. $50,000 for bodily injury per person and $50,000 for property damage. Answer: B. $25,000 for bodily injury per person and $50,000 for bodily injury per accident and $25,000 for property damage. Explanation: Alabama requires drivers to maintain a minimum amount of liability insurance, which includes $25,000 for bodily injury per person, $50,000 for bodily injury per accident, and $25,000 for property damage. This coverage ensures that drivers can pay for damages they cause in an accident. Option is incorrect because it does not align with Alabama's minimum liability requirements. Option C is incorrect because the required bodily injury and property damage coverage amounts are higher than those listed. Option D is incorrect because the property damage coverage requirement is lower than $50,000. Question 28. Which of the following statements is true regarding the renewal process for an insurance license in Alabama? A. Insurance licenses must be renewed every 5 years in Alabama. B. An individual is not required to complete continuing education to renew the license. C. Insurance licenses must be renewed annually with proof of continuing education. D. Insurance producers in Alabama are not required to renew their licenses if they work for an insurer. Answer: C. Insurance licenses must be renewed annually with proof of continuing education. Explanation: in Alabama, insurance licenses must be renewed annually and producers are required to complete continuing education as part of the renewal process. This ensures that producers stay informed about regulatory changes and industry developments. Option is incorrect because licenses are renewed annually, not every 5 years. Option B is incorrect because continuing education is a mandatory part of the renewal process. Option D is incorrect because all licensed insurance producers are required to renew their licenses regardless of whether they work for an insurer. Question 29. In Alabama, which of the following types of insurance are typically exempt from the state's regulation of insurance rates? A. Health insurance. B. Workers' compensation insurance. C. Auto insurance. D. Life insurance. Answer: D. Life insurance. Explanation: in Alabama, life insurance is generally exempt from state regulation of insurance rates. The rates for life insurance policies are often determined by the insurer based on the individual's risk factors and the terms of the policy. Option is incorrect because health insurance rates are typically regulated by the state to protect consumers. Option B is incorrect because workers' compensation insurance rates are regulated by the state. Option C is incorrect because auto insurance rates are also regulated by the state to ensure fairness and affordability. Question 30. Which of the following is not a requirement for an insurance agent to legally conduct business in Alabama? A. The agent must be at least 18 years old. B. The agent must pass a state licensing exam. C. The agent must have a degree in insurance or business. D. The agent must complete continuing education requirements. Answer: C. The agent must have a degree in insurance or business. Explanation: while insurance agents must meet certain requirements such as passing a licensing exam and completing continuing education, a degree in insurance or business is not a requirement for conducting business as an insurance agent in Alabama. Option is incorrect because agents must be at least 18 years old to be licensed. Option B is incorrect because passing a state licensing exam is a requirement. Option D is incorrect because agents must complete continuing education to maintain their license.